Welcome, Dance Art Festival 2020. It's about time. It's a crazy year for literally everybody on this planet. So we are happy we can make this right now. Let's take a breath. Let's enjoy ourselves, at least for a brief moment, okay? And I have some amazing guests joining in today. I have the Walashè. They are teachers, dancers, choreographers, and organizers. And we are happy to have them here. And I want to introduce you to three amazing young, extremely talented young dancers. We have Sihäm, representing extreme hip-hop styles, and a very creative dancer with a lot of energy. We have Laura right here, which is one of the top house dancers in Berlin, and has a very creative flow and the cutest little boy you can imagine. And we have Iman, which is just the most positive personality you can imagine. She's a mean krump dancer, and I'm really happy to have you here, girls. Okay, Walashè, first of all. Tell us, how did you meet? How did you get together? What was the reason to start the female dance crew?
Yeah, we come together in 2018, 2 years ago, and we just come together because we saw we are really strong female dancers actually, and we wanted to create a group which support each other, who bring the female dancers more on a, I can say, high level in Germany, you know, to support also other female dancers in general, to organize battles, to do jobs together, yeah, and be a strong female group. That was our plan, right?
Yes.
So that's the empowerment and the support for each other.
Yes. Right. Yes.
All right. What does the practice time look for you? Do you practice together? Do you share your influences? Do you practice all the styles together, or is it like divided amongst you?
I mean, like, we are very different, every one of us. So everyone has his own style or his own like groups or his own also training, because Berlin is very big. And you have a lot of spots where you can train, where you can practice. And so we come together into like a Walashè training when we have time, because we have also like a mother in the group. We have people that also work besides the art they're doing, and we have to manage the time. So when we manage the time and we got it so we can meet each other, it's basically, or actually in weekends, then we come together and we can like practice or train together and exchange. But yeah, to manage the time is very hard for us, but we try our best so we can come together and exchange, because we think that it's a very important thing or topic for us as a group to know each other. And yeah, that's what we're like doing. So we're very spontaneous. We work very spontaneous in this thing. But yeah, I think we manage it sometimes in a very good way, and sometimes, yeah, we have to like, yeah, just like go into priorities in this moment.
And right now also we have not all of us together, because right now, for example, one of our members is studying in Netherlands, so she's not in Berlin, so one of us is missing, and right now also another one is in Cologne for a job, for example. So we're not all in one place actually every time, so we have to manage it how we can manage it.
But what we are trying to do is, because we come from different styles, that we, when we meet and when we practice, that we try to develop our styles together, like we explore together. This is also a new field for us, because we were not dancing and working so much before as a group, and now it's I can say a exploring field for us to work with so many people. You know, 7 people is a lot, you know, for a group. So this is what Sihäm said, we try to fix the time where we can just focus on exploring ourselves and our dance, and also as a group. Yeah.
That's nice. So you hang around a lot together, enjoy times.
We try, yes.
Okay.
As much as we can.
You are very active in battles, but you also do shows. How do you work on show concepts? Where are the ideas coming from? What is the message you want to get along?
Actually, our first show was before we founded Walashè, and it was really spontaneous. The topic what we found, it was like, I don't know, we just get like an idea and we were like, oh nice, it's cool the idea, and then we just started, and we got like the inspiration from all of us, like steps and movements and like parts to choreograph. Everyone was part of it, and then when we founded Walashè, we just we just thought about a topic also, and then we start to create, and all of us has the opportunity to get into and like give some input and information and stuff like this, and we try to listen to each other and then to make it into dance.
Yeah, I think we pick up like a lot of ideas from all the peoples, because every one of us has his own experience and his own backgrounds in dance, and you can put everything together and learn like from each other, and that's what we're doing. We're trying to put like steps from everyone, like Iman said, or ideas from everyone, and build the show together in this way. It's a very nice thing, and I think for every one of us it's very new because we're 7, and to pick all the ideas and to put them together is like a big challenge. Yes, it's a big challenge for us, but in shows before it worked, and we saw that we put a lot of work in it, and the shows were very nice. We are very comfortable in them, so thought it's a very good thing. So it works.
Nice. So you all choreograph for the shows. Everybody
Yes.
takes a part or
Yes.
takes a little routine,
Yes.
brings in ideas. How you work with music? This is like special concepts with the music. Do you have like
Depends on the topic actually. It depends when we just say, I don't know, for example, for the last show we had, it was just like, what do we want to represent, what was the topic, and then we were just searching the music for it, and actually it was really easy to find music that is nice for everyone and to represent us.
Yeah.
It was nice
Mm.
actually.
Yeah, we can say the one show what we did was called Female Energies, and that was what presented us, you know, like all of us have one energy and we put it together in one show. And we had already one track, this from Sampa the Great. It's called Female Energy,
Yes.
and then we just come to that, you know. But also in that show was like, we not always use music. There's one big part where we don't have music at all, and this part is really strong, you know, because you can just interpret our movements, you know, in the context of the show, and I find that really, really nice, and it's really powerful. Yeah.
that was a show at the Hip Hop Festival Paris, Berlin?
No, this was last year? No, the year before. Oh wow.
Yeah.
No, the show we did at Hip Hop Festival Paris Berlin was also something with female energy, but like with different music. We just had like Afro house a bit, and also hip hop, right?
Hip hop, yeah.
Yeah. Hip
It
hop.
was also, I think, our first show after we came together as 7 people, and we didn't dance the 7 people. We were, I think, 5.
We were 5, yeah.
Yes, because 2 couldn't make it, but it was the first show like we did together, and that was the key. Like we knew that we can work together on shows and we can build a lot. So yeah, but it was another show.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I saw that one in the beginning. You were singing for the start, and you have a beautiful voice. Are you a singer? Do you work with music? Are you like? Is it a hobby for you, or?
No, that it's like basically it's my second passion, the singing. I'm singing for years, like since I was very young, but I didn't do it professionally because I always felt in movement and in body language more comfortable. So I just sang at home or like with friends. Now I'm pushing myself more to sing more and to do more with music, and it's good when you like get to know in these years like people who do music or produce music, and you can work with them. And when you are also friends, it's like the better thing, like a jackpot, because you can work in a good flow together, or they can listen to you and you can listen to them, and you know what the others want from you, and then you can build. So I'm working on music right now, and I try to build it up, but I can say that dance is really my first passion.
Okay.
It is my first, and it's my first love. So yeah, and singing is like my second one, but I love it too, of of course.
But if something's coming out, you let us know.
If something is coming out, I let everyone know.
Let's stay with you, Sihäm. You also do a lot of theater productions.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were at very big stages like Kampnagel, Thalia Theater, Maxim Gorki Theater, Hebel am Ufer in Berlin. So you're also an actress, right?
Like, yeah, I don't know if I call myself an actress, but I love to act. I love it because I think it's an expression you can take like new roles and you can build them, or you can play roles that are not you. And this is very interesting. It was always an interesting topic for me to play someone else or to go into another emotion that I'm not feeling at the moment, and how I can manage it at the time. It was always inspiring to see that. That's why when I like watch films, I always watch how they act, because this is for me the most interesting thing in films. And that's why when I was working because of dance with some like directors in a theater, and they did like not just dance, they did also like acting. And so I had to challenge myself on acting, and I found out that I feel also really comfortable in this one. But yeah, I've never did it professionally, but I love to do it in my way and to express it in my way. And it worked for years. I worked with directors as an actor, but as a dancer as well. So it was a dance theater. Yeah, what I did in a lot of stages, like in Germany.
I feel that. I know that feeling when I don't want to be me myself. But that's great. So yeah, there are a lot of experience also behind the stage for like choreographing for the theater pieces.
Yes. Choreographing also. Like it came like later because I was at the beginning, and I think everyone knows it. Also, my fan members, they know that at the beginning you are first on stage and you learn a lot first and you pick up a lot of stuff. So it's a lot of learning process. And after that, some jobs come and they ask you to choreograph, and then you'll be like, okay, my first choreographing job, and you're nervous and I have to do this, and you want it to be perfect and something, but it built it up very nice. And I started choreographing stuff, doing projects myself, and it worked so good. And I explored that I can give, that people want to learn from me because they are inspired by me, or they see that I have a lot of potential I can give them. And it's super nice to hear, and it's an honor for me to hear from people that they want to have choreographers for myself, that it means that they really respect what I do. And this is the point where you know, wow, okay, what I do, and my goal in dance, that I want to touch people with my dance, and I want to touch people with my art, is like setting, because the people see it and they want it. So they want to inhale it, and you'll be like, wow, that's one of the greatest things and the greatest feelings you can have as a dancer, as a choreographer. And that's why, I started building up as a choreographer, and you get also more self-confidence with the time. And there's one point you are so self-confident that you know that you can choreograph things and you can do things, and you can work with it.
It's still the biggest payment, right? It's the audience reaction you get from people.
Yeah.
You also do a lot of battling, right? You love to battle. I see that every time where I go, you're also in the middle of the thing, and you do hip-hop dance styles and experimental.
Yeah.
Do you mix it inside of a hip-hop battle? When you go to hip-hop battle and you go in the competition, or you make a strict line that you focus like on the traditional or the original hip-hop movements, or is there a floating transition between those two things for you?
Like for me, it is a floating thing. It's a combination of both, because like the roots of hip-hop are super important. For me, I've learned with the time that I have to learn the roots. I have to learn also the basics to know where they come from, to understand hip-hop and to understand hip-hop dance, because it's not just dance, it's a culture. And for me, to understand just the dance is one thing, but to understand the whole culture is another thing. When I understand the culture, I know how the dance built it up, and I know why the dance is like growing in that way or going into different ways. Also why the DJs are going into this and this ways. So you understand more, you get knowledge. And this is for me the first thing. When you know that, you can explore. And when I'm on the floor, I'm not always using all the basics that I have, but I know them. And that's for me the important thing. I know what are the basics. I know how the foundation is and how it's built. I know that I have my groove, but I take my groove, I take some basics that I like changed in my way, that I did in my style, put it in my style, and I go into just my feeling. Because when I'm on the battle floor, for me, the first thing before technique is feeling. Because feeling is for me like 50% or more. Because when you feel something, you can see it. You can really transport things. And after that, the technique comes. Of course, it's a quality thing. When you have both, it's like qualitative, more, better, beautiful, whatever. But feeling is, it's something else. It's amazing. When you go just with technique and without feeling, the people can also see, okay, you are very good in technique, but where is your feeling, you know? Where is your, like, listening to the music and to the thing, how you flow? So for me, it's like a combination of both. I let my creativity go because I love to be creative and to experiment in the movements or tell stories. And the stories are like, actually, they come very spontaneous when I'm dancing. I don't think about stories before I go into the round. I go and then I do a movement and then I just pick the movement, like I continue with the movement and then I be like, okay, yeah, bam, bam. And then I don't stop telling it. And then the story builds it up. And that's very interesting for me because I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going somewhere. But this is freestyle. And for me, this is also important. Better than to set like sets or to do routines that I put into my rounds. I just go, let my body flow, and then I create. And then the creation is like, it comes with the music, how I listen to the music, how I feel on the music and everything. So that's what I do, and that's what my style like is. Yeah, it's a lot like from feeling into musicality, into going on and telling my story how I want it to be told, like, or how my body flows. Yeah.
That's great. So you find something inside of your movement and you pick it up and you follow that thing.
Yes, I follow that thing because
That's nice.
yeah, I mean, you can exchange and you want to exchange. When you go into a battle, you want to also exchange. Of course, it's a battle, but you exchange at the same time.
Yeah.
So it depends also on my mood. When I go into a battle and I feel like, okay, I want to experiment today, I experiment. And sometimes it's nice. And sometimes when I'm like on a fire mood and I be like, okay, I want to really battle, then I go in a really battle and I see my, like the guy on the other side, I'm battling, and I'll be like, okay, that's a battle and I want to win. After that, it's respect and friends and everything, but on a battle floor, there's a battle.
No joke, no friends.
No joke, no friends, no. Yeah, but of course with respect. I don't spit like bad words or something, but I dance in my style that I show him how strong my style is and how creative my style is, how my flow is, to just like challenge myself to go into another level. Not to show him I'm better than you, it's like to show myself, look at me, and I can go into another level, I can push myself. It's not just about I'm the better, I'm the best, I'm the best. It's also how you look at yourself. And you want to grow. I want to grow. And that's for me the best moment to grow. Because when I have someone like facing me and dancing, like I'd be like, okay, now I challenge myself to be better. But it's not just to show the other one, ha, I'm better than you, you loser. Just to show yourself where I can go, which level I can reach. And that's the most important thing. It's something with you because it's your dance. You're not giving your dance to someone else, you know? It's your dance.
You're expressing yourself.
Yes.
That's right. When we talk about aggressive battling, Iman, what's up with all this krump? I mean, you said like, you know, you're always smiling, you're always funny, but this is like a button that you click and switch on if you go into a krump. Let's talk a little bit about the krump scene in Germany. Like, is it growing? Is it anywhere? Like, tell us about it.
Yeah, I'm a krump dancer. I can call myself like since 1 year right now. And yeah, the krump scene in Germany is actually very big, but not like active. So the most krumpers are in the west of Germany, so Cologne, Düsseldorf, that way. And yeah, actually the biggest event of the krump community is like in Düsseldorf, the EBS, for example, and everyone goes there. And Berlin was actually 10 years ago was the biggest community. But right now, I don't know, yeah, the krumpers get old, they're just having families right now and stuff like this. And then right now, since 3-4 years, actually, the culture is coming back and the community is bigger and growing
actually. And right now, the community in Berlin are, I don't know, with
It's you.
Me? No. Actually, with like 30, 40 dances right now, because also people started to teach also. We have 2 people teaching in dance schools. Yeah, so right now the Grump community comes and people get to know and getting in touch with it. So Grump is not actually aggressive like people think. It's actually something that touches also the hearts of the audience actually, and the Grumpers always representing their inner self. So how they feel, what they did today, for example, everything what they tried to how you say, verarbeiten? Put everything out of themselves. So this is actually the Grump dance about, to put everything out of yourself and to share it with the audience. Yeah.
And crumping, there's a lot of going on between the energy between people, the audience, and the dancers, right? There's a little big exchange going on.
Yes.
Between the energy, but how do you practice that?
The
If you're alone, how can you practice the Grump thing without having the feeling of this energy? Is it just more like you go into techniques and?
No, actually the Grump god and actually Tidice in the USA, he said that actually you can train yourself at home without hype. The energy called hype, what you get from the audience, and you just get the hype from the audience when you feel yourself. So they see also the honesty in your dance when they see that you're honest and true to yourself and feel the movements. Then you're getting the hype of the audience. But also, of course, there's the aspect of the technique. So you have to learn also the basics. This is the important thing in Grump. When you don't have the basics, actually, like they have 4 or 5 basics that you have to train, and they have to see that, and then put with the feeling together. Then you're getting respect, and then you get the hype. This is the energy of the audience, actually, of the Grumpers. When you see the Grumpers around the dancers, then you see actually who they feel and who they don't feel. So it's actually like in other dance styles also, it's all about feeling. But yeah.
So if the audience is quiet, you know that.
Yeah, actually you know that, and you see that also, because then the dancer, then when he's not in his dance and not with himself, for example, you see that in the eyes, of course, when they try to see and look around and I don't know, get the attention of everyone, but they don't get it because you don't feel yourself. So where are you getting the attention of? When you're just getting your attention of yourself and you're with yourself comfortable and confident enough, then you're getting the attention of the audience, and then you're getting to touch also the people. So, and then you're getting the hype.
I hype you, man. So how are the females represented in krump-scene? Or is it more like man-dominated?
Yeah, it's really man-dominated.
It is.
Also in Germany, in Germany it's like we have like 10 or 15 known krump dancers, female krump dancers. But the most known krump dancers are from the north of Germany, from Hamburg. They're really dope. They just traveled around the world. Everyone knows them and stuff like this. And they're just getting like their little homies. They spread their knowledge and stuff like this to the girls around Germany, around Europe and stuff like this. And in Berlin we have like 5 to 6 girls actively dancing krump. But the most of them are men. Yeah.
Why? Because they're more aggressive? They have more this...
No, it's just in Germany actually.
Oh, okay.
For example, in France, there are a lot of female krumpers. A lot of. In Switzerland also. Also in Spain, there are more female krumpers. I don't know why it's in Germany like this, because in Germany, I don't know, the scene is like closed and not open for everyone. And I don't know, you don't getting in touch and easily to that scene, actually, if you don't know the people. So that's why maybe the girls are like, yeah, I don't know how to get into it. And for me, it was like I had to, before I get into the community, for me, it was like 2 years before I was at the EBS, at the big Grump event, just to get in touch with it, because I was like, oh my God, Grump, I hate the music. Oh my God, it's so aggressive. What is this? I didn't know that. And then, yeah, I just started to dance it, and it was like, oh wow, it's nice. It's also for your body and for your mental health and stuff like this, a really nice therapy also.
You're so happy it seems working.
Yeah, it is.
You also a lot into social work.
Yeah.
You do a lot of projects. Tell us about your projects. You have the female battle together with Laura. What
Yes.
else are you working on?
Right now I'm working with two guys from Gangway. It's a social
Street work.
street work, yeah, the social street workers, and they're getting with us in contact with for working with a theater, for example, that we, I don't know, organize like a little event for artists like rappers, singers and dancers, just like an open stage, for example. That's what I'm part of it. And also I'm part of a project right now which is cooperating with the New York dancers and singers and rap artists also. And yeah, I'm working as a dancer for everything and a little bit as organizer, just to help everyone and everywhere, and just to get my point of view into the stuff.
Does it work?
Yeah.
Beautiful. You are a lot into the house dance scene, and house dance actually started out from the club scenes, right? From Detroit, Chicago, in the USA.
Yeah, we can say that the music like started from other cities like Detroit and Chicago. More Chicago. Detroit was more techno actually, and the dance. Naja, I can say the dance is more in New York, like in the club.
Okay.
It's more the how with the club scene also the dance start to create, but yeah, there's a lot of discussion about it, like that the dance itself, house dance, you know, is a mixture of a lot of dances. So it was like, you have the club, you have the different dances, like how you see us here, you know, a hip hop dancer, krump dancer, and house dancer, and you just enjoy your club time actually, you know, and you were exchanging with your style. So the house dance, to put a name on it, comes after, you know. And all the parts of the different styles are still in the dance. So you have also like capoeira, you have breaking, you have hip hop moves, you have all that stuff, you know, hype, and that makes the sense of house dance, you know. Yeah. So it's a bit difficult to say, like, you know, where it really comes from. You know, the roots are
from everywhere.
From everywhere. Yeah.
Taking all the inspirations.
Yes.
And the house dance styles and scenes, are they very different from Germany to, let's say, France or USA, or is it like the same kind of community, the same expression they have?
From personally, I cannot really say how are the difference, because I don't really get to know all the different scenes in like France or USA or something like that. I never had the chance to, you know, to really be part of it. But what I can say from Germany is that we have, it start to grow actually. We start to have more communities who try to push it, you know. Also in NRW we have like a big community. They start to put each other together and try to make a group to support it, you know, to push it more in the front, I can say. Yeah. And in Berlin we also have a big community, but what we can say is we have our house community is also a mixture of different dancers. It's not only that you have people who are house dancers or house heads, you know. You have like dancers from contemporary, from breaking, from, I don't know, jazz, from tap dance or stuff like that, and they come to the practice and then they try to go into the feeling of house music, you know. And that's what makes house dance actually so interesting, you know, that is not so in a box, you know, to say like, okay, you have to dance like this and then you are a house dancer. You can just put yourself in it, and then if you fit to the music, it's the same like in hip hop and krump, if you feel yourself and the people see that, then it's everything what you need. Yeah.
Great. I love it. Well, let's go back to the thing that you are all like 7 female dancers in Walashè, and also to the reason that you founded the female battle thing, right? I want to know, it's like, what kind of respect or disrespect is your experience from men in the scene? Why do you see the point to fight for more attention for the female in the dance scene? Why is there a female battle? And what's a part of it? What's going on there?
I think the goal of the female battle was to give female dancers more the possibility to have a safe space. You know, it was a battle where just females are allowed. Also in the audience there were no men.
I know, I wanted to come, I was not.
Yeah, some guys wanted to come, but it was the goal to give the space and to also give a possibility to exchange with just female dancers, and also for people who are not really like professionals or who are not dancing longer, because most of them, they're really afraid to go in a battle or to go on a stage to show themselves, you know. And when you create this space, this safe space, you know, they have more the feeling, okay, it's okay to go inside, you know. Yeah, that was our goal actually, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And also like we have, for example, in Berlin also a lot of girls with cultural background who are not allowed to go to a battle or to show themselves or to dance like how they want or stuff like this. And then this is nice that we created a safe space for them. They were like, oh my god, it's nice that I can dance here, like I want it, and you know, like no one's watching me, just you. And it was like really nice for us. Yeah.
Like a family feeling.
Yeah.
I remember one time we went to a battle where we were 3 guys and Lisa was with us, and afterwards she told me that in the beginning we met some people and we greeted each other, and she just told me afterwards they didn't say hello to her. And I didn't even pay attention to that and was like, what? No, I cannot imagine that. She said, yeah. Unless you have a big name as a woman in dancing, like it's really hard to get the respect somehow. Like, what's your experiences? Do you feel that there is like a disadvantages also in battles for women?
Yeah, I think we all have different experience in that. I think we already talk about that between us. For myself, for me, I have the feeling that it's hard. It's hard to get a name as a woman. You know, you have to be like, you always have to be strong. You know, and you have to show that face. You know, but I think the best way to still you know, get acknowledged from outside, from other people, even from men, I can say, is that you stay yourself. You show that you don't care, you know, because it's what Sihäm said before. You don't do that for the others, you know. You do that for yourself. So if you just believe in yourself, and then you get the respect, you know, and then you get the acknowledgement. But I think a lot of female dancers, is what I experienced, try to flow the men, you know, or try to flow the women who also try to flow the men, or the game of the men, you know. And then this is for me the not the best way, you know, to find yourself. You will always lose yourself in that, you know, because you're not yourself. Yeah. Is how I see it.
Same. Like, I agree with her in 100%. I agree totally with Laura, what she said. I think that when you believe in yourself, when you're clean with yourself, that you gain the respect automatically. Because the people see, she's self-confident, she knows what she's doing, and she believes in what she's doing. It don't matter if you're a beginner or if you're a pro, but if you believe in what you do, the people give you automatically respect, because they know, wow, she's believing in herself. And that's the main thing, because a lot of people, a lot of girls, when they go into the battle floor, for example, they are very insecure, because they're insecure because of the people in front of them. Oh, she's a pro, he's a pro. Or they go and they don't believe in the movements they do. So if you don't believe in the movements you do, and you don't believe in the dance that you are like dancing, it's, you know, that's what the people see from outside. They see, she don't believe what she's doing right now. And then, of course, the respect is then not like the same as someone who's really confident and knows what he's doing. So that's for me like the biggest thing, to work on how my movement is, and that I believe in my movement, and when I do it, I live it. I'm not just dancing it, I live what I do, and then the people see it and they can give me respect automatically without thinking about I give her respect. The respect is there. And that's the main point for me. And especially like for like when they say that girls don't gain a lot of respect as a man, it's also a thing about like how you see it from a different view. Like when someone tells me, like as a young girl, for example, they told me when you dance softer, it's too feminine and you don't have a chance against a guy on a battle. But when you dance too hard, man, you try to dance like a man. It's not nice. And then I was like, what the fuck? How should I dance? And one day I decided I dance how I feel. Yeah. If I feel dancing soft, I dance soft. If I feel dancing so hard, I dance hard. It don't matter if you tell me you dance like a guy or not. If you tell me like this, I tell you, but it was my feeling. And I believe in what I do. And if I believe in doing it hard, I do it. So it don't matter what the people tell me. So that's why, for me, it's very important for young girls also not to tell them how they have to dance, or to tell them, don't try to dance like this, or don't try to dance like this, because it's their feeling. I take a feeling away from them, and I try to judge and to tell them how they have to dance. But it's their dance. Why I influence them, you know? You grow with yourself if you do what you want to do, not what people want you to do for them or because they think it's nice, you know. And that's the main thing for me. And that's why a lot of girls like get insecure. They don't know how to go. They don't know where they are. They don't know what the dance means for them, or what the movements they are doing means, you know, because they are not believing in it, or they believe that other people believe what they're doing is right, you know, and they want to like fit into the boxes. But you don't have to fit into the box. And that's the first thing they have to understand. There are no boxes. Put all the boxes away and build your way. And that's also what I say or give into the new generation. Like, do your way and do whatever you want to do. If you feel hard, if you feel soft, if you feel whatever, do what you feel. And find a way to believe in it and to live it. When you live it, then you got to get clean with yourself and with your dance. And then it's like flowing. Yeah.
Can I add something to that? I think because we talk about the difference between male dancers and female dancers, and maybe what we also try to show with our group is that we want that the female dancers push each other in between, you know. It's always like when we don't push each other, who gonna do it, you know? And we have to show that we are going one way. We don't want to fight between each other. So that's a really important thing for us, you know, to express that with our group, with our, you know, to give it to other to younger generations, how we see it, like to say like, okay, be yourself. But also if it's a female dancer and it's a new generation or whatever, or maybe also, you know, more generation, it's like the most important thing that we believe as a community, I can say, you know, because we are strong and we don't have to, you know, show the other female dancer I'm better than you. We don't need that. You understand?
Yeah,
so,
I get you.
Yeah, totally.
That's really nice. You hear that? Support each other. Just do it. Go out there and get yourself on the stage. Do some shows, and the respect will come, and we will support you. The Dance Art Festival will support you. Thank you, ladies. Walashé, it was a pleasure to have you here. Support them. They're on Instagram. Check them out. What is the Instagram Walashé name?
Walashé fam.
Walashé fam. Check them out. Support them. You're gonna see them dancing later. We are out. Thank you.